Music is a very unique piece of our culture. Its doors have the ability to open listeners to a whole new world of emotion, expression, and inspiration. It surrounds us on a daily basis, from those short poppy songs on the radio to the intricate symphonies in the background of your favorite Star Wars movie. But what does it take to actually write a song? Is it difficult? Can anyone do it? I wanted to look into this matter, so I sought out a couple of different artists in order to discover just what was behind the songwriting process. I didn't have to look very far before I found solo musician Bart Lang in a local band called the Skalalatabs. Bart is a college student who takes the solo approach to writing music and does it just for the sheer joy of exploring what he can do with his musicianship. And the Skalalatabs are a band who work together in their process and create music meant for the stage. Both differ in their processes, but together they give us a more complete understanding of how a song gets constructed. Do you all have musical theory backgrounds?
I do jazz band, so I took lessons and I know, a little bit, but that's about it. I took music theory in high school, so I know the basics.
And I know no music theory at all.
Right on, man.
Alex Buchanan knows music theory.
There was some theory.
Yeah. I've been playing guitar since middle school, but I actually started taking lessons from my art teacher, and he showed me a lot of, he gave me basically all the tools I needed to start learning theory on my own and things like that, so I have a pretty good basic understanding.
What are your influences?
Musical influences? Anything dynamic and exciting. And then also some subtle stuff too.
A lot of ska bands like the Toasters, Real Big Fish, a little bit of like LCD Sound System. Our dance punk songs are very LCD Sound System influenced.
But I look at a lot of art, I guess, like more urban art, graffiti and things like that, and how it's sort of just spur of the moment kind of things, and anything that's improvised, I guess, would be an influence.
Modest Yahoo. Bob Marley, obviously.
Yeah.
Where do you start with your writing process? Is it the music or the lyrics?
Always music, because I've never been a lyricist. I've never expressed myself with words. I always either use guitar or start out on my keys. So always start with the sounds.
Sometimes it starts with a bass line, sometimes lyrics, and then I'll think up some chords to go with it. Like Mexican Wailing Song, actually, I first wrote it kind of as like a piano ballad, and then I played it like that for a little bit, and then I was like, what if I put it on a ska groove? And then I put my keyboard on ska, and then just played the chords, and I was like, it's pretty keyboard set to ska. Yeah. How
do your lyrics and your music work together? Does it have to fit the mood, or?
They rarely work together. A lot of my stuff's instrumental, without meaning to be. It's just songs without words, really. I don't write lyrics that much, unless I thought of a really cool melody to sing, and then I'll figure out words, so.
How do your lyrics and music work together when you write?
I like the, I guess you want the lyrics to kind of fit the kind of mood that is set by the chords.
Yeah. When I write for my more abstract stuff, my guitar-based songs, it's a little more abstract. I just sort of write these interesting little phrases and then build upon them.
Do you consider a live show when you write?
Nope.
Yeah, that's ultimately our goal, so, part of it might influence the range of the vocals, because if the vocals are too low, they won't project very well, and it'd be hard to make them audible to a live audience. So that's part of the consideration when picking a key or something like that.
I think as far as writing new songs, I just think about what kind of stuff you can do on stage.
Yeah, that too.
Goofiness.
Dances. Games you could play with the audience, I suppose, or comments you could make. Basically we just want things that people can dance to.
Are there any specific tools that you use to write?
I use this thing all the time. This is this is my line 6 tone port. So basically, what it does is it acts as you know, my amplifier and my drums and all that stuff. So basically, this is where it generates sound.
I use
Probably not
Finale 2003.
Oh yeah.
And then keyboard
Old school.
in the basement.
Yeah, I use the keyboard in the basement.
And then I use a program called Gearbox, which is, it's like having all the amps and cabinets and effects and microphones that you could want for a guitar in one program.
What makes a good songwriter?
Probably should have pretty good grasp of, you know, melodies and some basic theory and things like that. But if you know what you want and then you can get it out of, you know, your instrument or whatever you're working with, then I'd say, you know, that's what makes a good songwriter, is one who's deliberate.
Wicked imagination.
I think actually being open and listening to a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
listening to a lot of stuff.
If you don't know material, you're not going to be able to take from anything. And nothing is original.
What is the most difficult thing about writing a song?
For me, it's focus. I'll write an idea. Everything starts out as like an idea, and then my problem is sometimes I forget to go back to those ideas. Like I'll write it, and then I kind of get stuck, and I just go do something else, and I forget to come back.
Making up the chords. I don't know. It's all
starting.
Like starting it. Once you start it, once you got like a groundwork, then you can pretty easily build on top of it. But figuring out like a good set of chords.
Yeah, I feel like
lyrics.
I feel like I want to write a song. It doesn't always just like pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Once you get like something down, it takes off.
What advice do you have for aspiring songwriters?
Have fun and practice, I guess, you know. Make sure, please make sure you go back to your ideas or whatever. Don't like write something and then if you don't like it at first, you know, give up. Like don't do that. You need to get through the garbage to get through the good stuff. So even if you have a bad song, try to finish that bad song so you at least go through the motions. You know, it's like I guess it would be like learning to shoot a basketball. You know, you miss 10 times, you still gotta keep trying, and eventually you're gonna, you know, you're gonna get something out of it.